Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Alpinestars Patron Gloves available at RevZilla.com. So what we're going to see is a non-insulated Gore-Tex gloves from Alpinestars with the Patron. Now, this is going to be a step up over something like the SPZ gloves, which is going to use a dry star membrane, because we're now getting up into Gore-Tex, and it's going to have Gore Grip. Remember, with Gore Grip, they actually laminate the Gore-Tex membrane to the inside, so you get great tactile feedback and sensation. Now, this is going to be for those of you out there that are looking for a glove to wear in the warmer months of the year. You want waterproof protection, but you do not want insulation. And this is going to be a very unique glove in Alpinestars' line. So, what we're going to see from a sizing standpoint, sizes will range from a small up to a 3XL. This is going to be a European fit. Typically, I am a 2XL across the board in Alpinestars, Revit, Dainese. This is no exception. I'm a 2XL to fit comfortably in this glove. So figure sizing up one size based on American gloves. So if you know where you are in a Climb or an Icon, this is going to be one size more that you would need based on the style of the fit. Full leather construction, black is the only color available, and it does come in at that $200 price point. Remember, Gore-Tex is that premium. It's guaranteed waterproof, but more than that, it's breathable. So all the sweat gets wicked away, and you combine that with the fact that it's that Gore Grip technology with that great tactile feedback, and you have a very premium glove within Alpinestars' line. So full leather construction. It is going to be a full gauntlet design. You get maximum coverage with this. Alpinestars embossed in the leather on the back. Accordion stretch behind the knuckles adds for comfort, really doesn't interfere with the knuckles at all. So you have the hard knuckles in the back, CE rated, 1 hard knuckle protection, and then you are going to have that accordion stretch just to add the grip and the flex. You're having additional accordion stretch over the 3 main fingers in the front. Really, it's your control fingers that I like to see this stretch on. So for those of you that are using the brake and the clutch and using that 1 or 2 finger pull, you do have the accordion stretch there to aid with that. And you have pops of reflectivity. You do have that finger bridge, which is an Alpinestars signature. And then you'll also notice on the index finger on both hands, you are going to have a visor wipe. Now, this is probably my one nitpick with the glove. The visor wipe just is all kinds of weird and misshapen. It doesn't really necessarily give you the best way to wipe the visors off, but it's a minor nitpick from a glove that really does a nice job of, putting a new player within Alpinestars' line. Now, I talked to some of the folks in-house. Mr. McHugh, he's one of our fancy pants models. He did not like the material being used on the fourchettes with this. He felt it was a little bit too scratchy. Personally, it didn't bother me at all, but it does make a little bit of that, kind of like snow pants rubbing against each other noise when you are rubbing the fingers together. So just something to note right there. As we work our way through the palm, the biggest thing you'll note, touchscreen fingertip for the index and the thumb. Works really well for zooming in, zooming out with just using one hand. You don't have to worry about the fact that you have to use 2 separate fingers. So I like the fact that we got that on the index as well as the thumb. And then you are getting a little bit of a stretch material in between the index finger and the thumb as well for added comfort. Reinforcements across the palm, and you'll also notice you have the covered out seam all the way down the pinky, done in a synthetic suede leather. And then when you get down to the palm, one of the things that I really like is they've included a hard palm slider. So a lot of times when we see these touring gloves, really they kind of just give you more of a soft palm slider, which kind of grabs on, but you hit and you slide. I mean, that's the whole point of a palm slider. It does a very nice job while still maintaining comfort on the motorcycle. Light padding as well along the base of the palm, and a dual closure design. So elastication behind the first closure, but you do have a nice secure fit with that wrist closure, and that microfiber kind of sits over on top of that, and then you will have that second closure at the base of the cuff. So a really nice addition to the Alpinestars line of gloves. This is going to be something, again, around that $200 price point that fills a void within their line. For those of you out there looking for, a summer weight touring glove, it's also going to give you the breathability and the waterproof protection you'd expect from Gore-Tex. Now, there's a lot of riders out there utilizing Alpinestars gloves, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say about the Patrons, now would be the time to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting this glove through its paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which pair of gloves is right for you and your riding style, give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Alpinestars Patron Gloves. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.